Hello there. Today is Friday, May 24th, 2024, and welcome to another episode of PreWorkout Chat, or I guess pre-workout kitten playtime. You gotta listen, you gotta stop, okay? I gotta put you down. You wrestle too much. You be wrestling too much. Hello, good people. You guys know what it is. Just wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts preemptively, because now I do these pre-workout chats ahead of my normal day of working out. It saves me time since I have to improve my time management skills so that I stop making my bosses hate me because I'm coming into work late. So anyway, today's video, I wanted to talk about an issue that I think other people who are trying to go down this path of self-improvement, weight loss, fitness, just trying to build ultimate health and stuff and just cultivate a strong mind and soul. I think one of the issues that people face when going down this path is perfection. And I suffer from this greatly. You see, whenever I want to do something, it needs to start at the optimum time. All the conditions need to be perfect, absolutely perfect. And if I mess up just once, if I get something slightly wrong, I pretty much got to start all over. So perfectionism, this can be a hindrance for those who are trying to go down this path. And you might look at yourself and you say, okay, I'm not a perfectionist. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. But let me ask you, how many times have you started a weight loss program, but you waited till the beginning of the year as part of your New Year's resolution, right? Wake up. Calm down. Okay. Sorry, my little guy here. He's a little bit antsy. You didn't want to take that nap. So how many of you guys have tried to do a program and, you had to start it like Sunday or Monday? Like, you're going to do everything starting Monday. Everything's going to start Monday and it's going to be perfect. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, everything's going to start next month or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Monday never comes. You jumping everywhere, guy. Come on, there you go. Go play on the ground. Monday never comes. The New Year's resolution never gets past the first month or the first week even. Monday seems forever. Like, it's always that following week. It's not going to be this week. It's going to be the week after. And part of that is because of the concept of perfection. You're trying to do everything right at the beginning perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll start the program. You're gonna get on this diet that's going to have a caloric deficit of like 1,500 calories because you're trying to lose basically like 3 pounds a week. And you're going to be doing like 500 calories of cardio every day, and you're going to be lifting weights every day, and you're going to be doing this, I don't know, vegetarian diet and stuff like that. You're just going to start right then and there. It's just going to be crazy. You're just going to go at it. You're just going to... All of that, it's just going to keep you perpetually in a loop where you never get anything done. If you are trying to lose weight if you are trying to build muscle, if you're trying to do whatever it is that you're trying to do, what you need to do is you need to start the day that you plan it. And you might be going like, well, I had a donut earlier at work, and then I had this epiphany where I decided that I wanted to go on a fitness journey. Kitty, why are you so vocal? Sorry. You're going like, you just had this epiphany that you want to go on a fitness journey and stuff like that. I can't start right now. I'll start tomorrow. You'll never get anything done if you do that. If you decide right now that you're trying to lose, let's say, 50 pounds. You wanna lose 50 pounds, and you want to, you're worried about your heart health, so you wanna do stuff to improve your cardiovascular system, right? And let's say you're the type of person that like bikes or whatever, and you actually have some type of, I don't know, bicycle at home or whatever. That day that you decide that you want to lose weight and improve your cardiovascular system, and you want to use the bike and stuff like that, you need to do it that day. That day that you had that epiphany, you need to do it. You need to start your journey right then and there. It doesn't matter that you didn't do that your diet didn't is off that day. That's perfectly fine. But you can get the exercise in that day. So that's how you got to be prepared for the imperfections if you are trying to perfect something, because when you start it out, you're going to have all these impurities, you're going to have all these obstacles. There's going to be something that's going to really get in your way, and primarily the thing that gets in your way is yourself. And you also have to be able to admit that maybe you're not strong enough to overcome yourself in that moment. So you have to be able to, at least, you may not be able to win the war that day, but maybe you could win a battle that day. So instead of since you just started to do this diet and exercise plan, and you started, let's say, at 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. You're at work, lunchtime, and you just created an amazing workout plan and diet plan. When you get off of work, the first thing you need to do is one of those exercises in your plan. Go ahead and weigh yourself, and that day is when you start, and your weight from that day, I don't care that you ate and drank that day, it don't matter, your weight starts then. Right after you got off to work, weigh yourself and start do whatever one of the workouts that you have planned. Do the first workout in your sequence. And then go from there. Just do it piece by piece by piece. This is how you break that perpetual loop. And here's the thing. I am very much guilty of this concept of perfection. You just don't know. Like, again, I'm 34 years old. I have came close to pretty much being in shape. Basically starvation or whatever. I have been at points of time where I was working out and almost got into shape, which kind of happened like 2 times in my life. So I've been on this thing like up and down, and I've been basically, my weight has been up and down, up and down, up and down, eventually going to the point where I am right now, and I am over 350 pounds, and one of the things that kind of kept me here was this idea. I was always chasing Monday. That was my biggest guilt. I was always chasing Monday. This Monday, I'm going to start. I'm gonna get up and work out before I go to work. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then after work, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And it didn't matter. It could have been I had a gym membership, I was going to go work out, it's Planet Fitness, LA Fitness. It didn't matter. get in my car, I was going to drive. It just never happened. I would wake up. It would be early in the morning, 5 o'clock, and this would be me. Just staring. Eventually, I started doing stuff like just going through my phone and just, watching videos and listening to shorts and stuff, or, reading manga or watching anime. And that's eventually what happened. I would just wake up and I'll just either stare into the emptiness or find something to distract me until it was time for me where I had to get ready for work. So again, I was always chasing Monday. And you know what? If I did not start it on Monday, I was basically going to end up waiting a whole week until another Monday came. Now, this also created a situation that also helped increase my weight, right? Because what would happen is, right, I would go like, dead man walking, this is the last meal. Dead man walking, this is the last meal. I will go ahead and order this fast food. I will go ahead and eat to my heart's content, eat all this junk food, get it out of my system now, because when Monday comes, I'm going to start a diet. The diet is going to be perfect. I'm going to start this workout. The workout is going to be perfect. And I need to go ahead and get this out of my system because I'm never going to be able to eat this stuff again. So what did it do? Well, it created weeks where I was consuming way more calories than needed to sustain my weight at that time. And so caloric surplus created weight gain. And so that's another thing. If you're constantly chasing perfection, you are going to give yourself a last meal. And that last meal will never end. And thus your weight gain will never end. You will just end up gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight. And then eventually this idea of you working out and trying to better yourself is going to completely go out the window. You'll be constantly chasing a Monday because you're trying to make everything perfect. And I'm telling you right now, no matter what you do, it will never be perfect. Look at my videos. I have had to make changes to things because of stuff like me getting injured. I have a bad shoulder. I occasionally will get some type of sciatica pain in my back. Pain, injury, right? The economy. I'm not the only one who recently are facing some issues when it comes to keeping up with my bills, paying for the groceries and stuff like that. I have plenty of coworkers and friends who are going through the ringer with this. Okay? There are people who have stopped making payments on their cars. They're just letting their cars get repossessed. There are people who are having issues paying their rent every month or paying their mortgage every month because insurance went up, taxes went up, their HOA fees went up. Okay? So I had to make changes to deal with my situation because, again, the cost of groceries is going up. I was doing a carnivore diet, but it just came to a certain point where I'll go like, you know what, I can't afford to eat quality meat every day. So if I don't want to greatly reduce the quality of the food that I'm eating, then I'm going to have to introduce carbs so that I can fill in the caloric need with something that is more condensed in energy, which is going to be carbs. And so that's why carbs are now back in my diet. Now, am I going crazy with the carbs? Heck no. Heck no. I consume jasmine rice. It's a white rice. I don't care what people have to say about white rice. And I consume spinach and fruit. So just rice, vegetables, and fruit. That's all I consume. Um, I'm not eating bagels. I'm not eating breads and stuff like that. The only time that I'll eat stuff like that is maybe when I'm giving myself a treat, which is really hard to do because fast food, the quality of the fast food has went down a lot. The proportions of the fast food has went down a lot, and the price of the fast food has went up a lot. I mean, have you seen the prices of a Big Macs? I think right now the going rate for like a Big Mac combo is what, like $15 average across the United States. That it's going to hit 20 soon. It's going to hit 20 soon. If you have it delivered, if you order a Big Mac meal and you have a delivery, I am so sure it's that already is going to cost you like almost $25. So it's pointless, absolutely pointless. So I can't even treat myself the way that I normally would treat myself. Hey, little guy. I can't even treat myself how I would normally treat myself because of the economy and the rising cost of living and stuff like that. So again, I had to make changes, right? I started this program, and and there's been a few times where I had to basically it took me almost a week to recover because I kind of messed up my shoulder. But I didn't mess up my shoulder to the point where I was going to be off for like almost 3 months, which happened before. One time I did mess up my shoulder to the point where I basically didn't do anything for like about a whole month, almost a month or two. Eventually, it just came to a point where I just completely forgot about getting in shape, and I just didn't do it for a few more months. These are years ago. So, like I said, there's going to be so many things getting in your way that whatever plans you have in your head, whatever ideas you have in your head, it will never be perfect. And since it's never going to be perfect, you might as well start now. If you have a plan, if you have a great idea, start it now. Don't start it tomorrow. Don't say, you know what, I'm going to start tomorrow and I'm going to have a last meal now. If you have your last meal because you're a dead man walking down death row, and that death row is the path of fitness and wellness, you're already in the wrong mindset. Your diet needs to be a lifestyle. If you love eating certain type of foods, you should not eliminate them from your diet. You shouldn't eliminate them from your diet. If you love certain type of foods, you should keep them in your diet, and you should just reduce your proportions. Okay? Like, for example, Coach Greg Doucette, he has a cookbook. He has these anabolic French toast. If you like eating French toast, there's a healthy alternative that you can do for that French toast. They have low calorie syrups that you can use on your French toast, and you can use stuff like fruit to enhance the flavor of your French toast. Okay, and you can get a little bit of sweetness using the fruit. So there's healthy alternatives to the stuff that you like. If you like a certain thing, then you can keep it in your diet. You can keep it in your diet. You can have a healthy alternative to it. Like right now, like I enjoy ice creams. I'm just trying to find the healthy alternative for ice cream. One of the things that I found that really helps me when it comes to like kind of crushing my cravings for ice cream is a protein shake, right? I like taking the soy milk. I like having 2 scoops of the protein powder, and I like adding a fruit. And like if I got like a chocolate flavored protein powder, it's like I'm drinking a chocolate shake. If I have a strawberry, which by the way, that Jocko Milk that I have, strawberry Slayer is so awesome, especially when you are mixing in real strawberries with it. Soy milk, oh my goodness, beautiful, beautiful. Because I keep my fruit frozen, so it just makes a beautiful strawberry like shake, and that satisfied me. I think I've seen people make like healthy versions of shake, and I think they use like a little bit of like I think pudding mix or gelatin mix. I think they put something in there, and that helps create like a milkshake. I don't know. It's something I need to try. That's how I really want to get that Coach Greg Doucet's uh, cookbook. When I get his cookbook, then I will incorporate like more recipes and stuff to try to mimic the stuff that I like to eat. Another thing that I like to eat is I like to eat spaghetti. I really, really like spaghetti. Um, and so I would like to try to figure out like a healthier version of that so that I can incorporate that into my diet. Now that was something that was eliminated because I was doing a carnivore. Now I was doing the carnivore diet for different reasons. One, I wanted to explore some of the health benefits that was being reported because carnivore is very anti-inflammatory and is supposed to be good for people who could be diabetic or pre-diabetic. Not only that, but I'm more of a carb person. I was never really big on meat, so the reason why I even did a carnivore diet was because I was trying to repair my relationship with food by basically going on a diet that was the opposite of what I like. Because essentially, I just wanted to break the hold that I have on food and the reliance that I had on food by basically, trying to mold my mind into this state where it doesn't want to rely on food for everything. Because essentially, one of my issues were I'm a very angry person, and one of the ways I use to kind of uh, muffle that flame is food. I consume a lot of by consuming the food, it helps take the anger away, and so that's why I typically will eat. If I'm depressed, I don't really feel depression because I fill myself with food. And so that keeps me full, and thus I don't feel the negative effects of my depression. So, any of the emotions that can essentially create like self harm or harm others, I basically snuff that out. I snuff that out using food. And that's why I kind of created this unhealthy relationship with food. And so I did the carnivore diet because I don't really like consuming a lot of meat products, and and it's just a preference. It's not really like anything deep about that. It's just I was never like really big on the meats and stuff. I like sweets and stuff. I like carbs. Like I really do like stuff like beans and rice and stuff like that. So it'll be like I like using meat to flavor the beans. That's like awesome. But I was never like really big on meat. So again, I just did that as an experiment to try to see if I can repair my relationship with food by using a carnivore diet. Plus, I wanted to explore the health benefits. It was never about eliminating all the stuff that I enjoy. Um, some of the stuff that I used to enjoy, I kind of outgrew. Like for example, cereal. I used to enjoy cereal a lot, but eventually I started like liking stuff like oatmeal, and eventually I just really didn't care about that anymore. Um, so there were certain things that I really liked, and that stuff, was a lot of that stuff was unhealthy, and eventually I just kind of outgrew it. Now another thing that I really like Chinese food, so that's why I like consuming, like meat and rice because it kind of reminds me of like Chinese food and stuff like that. So that's why I like having rice a lot. So as you can see, I didn't really. When I got back on the carb diet and stuff like that, I reincorporated the stuff that I like. I just, ate it a different way. Instead of frying the rice and stuff like that, I just have regular white rice with some meat on top and a little bit of gravy on there. That's what I do. Um, I eat so much. I've eaten so much over the years that I don't really have that many particularly favorite dishes. I like the stuff that I commonly eat are usually like beans and rice, a beef stroganoff, maybe some type of chicken and dumpling soup, and spaghetti. Those are like a lot of the stuff that I like. Sandwiches, though I kind of cut back on the processed meat and stuff like that. so I don't really like sandwiches like that. I if I do, I would probably like explore something like maybe like a chopped steak sandwich. So I would like get a real steak and chop it, cook it up, cut it up, and put something on top. I just got to figure out how to make one that I like. So again, I don't. You have to look at this fitness thing as a lifestyle. Like everything that you plan on doing, you have to kind of look at it like you have to look at it very positively. There is you don't need a last meal because number one, you can eat whatever you want anytime you want. It's your choice. Two, you just need to create a balanced diet that works for you. Okay, that could be paleo, that could be keto, that could be carnivore, that could be vegetarian. Whatever works for you that you enjoy, that's what you go for. You don't have to you don't have to copy anything I do nor what other people else do. You just need to figure out a diet that works for you. And ultimately, when it comes down to it, it's all about the calories. So it's creating a caloric deficit, you will lose the weight. So the ball is in your court. Just stop trying to chase perfection. So many things will go wrong, and it can go wrong, and it will go wrong. So it's like pointless. It's pointless. And that's also, here's another thing. I have such an issue with perfectionism that one of the things that I've done to try to get over that was basically it's what I'm doing right now with my programs. As you notice, I change them a lot. I really do make them. I try to make it adapt to fit me. So essentially, I just let my greed take over, and I created a program, and all I do is experiment with that program and see what fits me. And if it doesn't fit me, if I don't enjoy it, if I don't like it, I'll make some changes. For example, I first started with full body because I had an issue with forgetting to work out my lower body. That's why my lower body typically was less conditioned than my upper body. So that's why when I did a 2-day split, where I now have this lower body concentrated program that put a lot of volume on my lower body, it took me about like 5 days to recover. And I'm still going through the motions with that, where it still takes like a little bit longer to bounce back. But it's getting better and better and better every time I do the lower body workout. So that's originally why I started with a full body. But you know what? Then something happened where I kind of started really enjoying the pump because my upper body was getting a lot conditioned from doing the volume. And so I wanted to chase that pump. And so I ended up changing the program. You see, the old me would have said, oh, you have to stick with that original program for at least 3 months. And if you fail to do that program even once, you pretty much have to start over. And I wasn't going to start over for like a whole month or two. You see, stuff like that happens. The cycle just is never endless. The cycle is never endless. Man, my little guy got the energy. So that's why what I do is I experiment. That's one of the ways that I use to get over this perfectionism that I have, is that I experiment. So I let my greed go wild. I created a 2-day split, and I'm slowly tweaking out the reps. I'm tweaking the reps. I'm tweaking the sets. I'm tweaking the number of exercises that I'm doing, and I'll keep making those changes until I find something that fits. So I still want to have my gains. I still want to see those. I still want to see that progressive overload. I want to see those weights increase every week. I like to feel that my body is getting stronger. I even like seeing that the muscle seems a little bit thicker. But yet, I need to be able to recover. I need to be able to recover so that I can hit the number of workouts that I want to do that week. Now, at the moment, I'm still going through my ups and downs. I'm still, you know, trying to do at least 4 weightlifting sessions a week, and eventually, I would like to get to the point where I do at least 3 cardio sessions a week. But I'm just not there yet, and I'm slowly building up. And yes, there are times where I just don't do the exercise. I just don't do the weightlifting. Now, funny part about that is by me doing those 2 weightlifting days, essentially it's like I'm almost doing like a Mike Mincer type of deal where I just don't like work out for I don't lift weights for almost like damn near 7 days or something like that. He has like this weird kind of program where he goes to basically failure and he just, don't do anything for he doesn't work those same muscles for like almost 7, I think it's almost 1 to 2 weeks, kind of, when you look at his program. 1 to 2 weeks. This guy is crazy. Exercise science has long since beat out Mike Mincer. However, the principles of his workout still remains true. You can still work yourself out to failure. And when you do that, you are going to need a substantially long time to recover. And that's another thing that I will do. If I feel like I am not going to, do enough workout that week, I'll go ahead and I'll add more weight to that bar, and I'll overload myself. And I know it's going to cause me to basically have to recover for 5 days. And so when stuff like that happens, I go like, well, I'm doing a Mike Mincer week. That's pretty much how I call it. I'm doing a Mike Mincer week. I'm going to basically burn myself out because I know I'm going to get lazy and not want to do the exercises later on this week because maybe there's something going on at work. Maybe I'm doing closing. Closing can be a very stressful period because it's a lot of stuff that, deadlines and stuff like that. So it could be a bit stressful. Maybe I just don't have the mental fortitude to want to work out. And so earlier that week, usually on the weekends, that's why I really, really love working out on the weekends. I'll just go crazy and I will overload the bar. I'll overload that bar. I might even sneak in a extra set. Maybe I'll even throw in an extra few reps too. And that's what I'll do. I'll almost take myself to failure and just cook myself. And that's why you'll still see, the weight is still increasing and stuff like that. Even when there's time when you only see me maybe put out 2 videos working out a week or maybe 3 videos working out. Also sometimes I work out and I just don't record the video. Sometimes I just want to have a nice, good workout session. And I don't feel the need to, have to constantly keep on recording myself. So yeah, I think I'm living proof. It's not going to be perfect, but you still see me at it. You see the proof in the videos. You see me change my plans quite a number of times. So the proof is there. And you see the results. You see me, you could see the strength building, right? You could see even my upper chest kind of it pops out a little bit more when I'm in this shirt, You could see my muscles even kind of stand out more, and I'm not even really now I'm kind of flexing and stuff like that. Ow. But you can see that I'm getting stronger. You can see it when you see the videos of me recording and you see me adding more weights and stuff onto that bar. You see it's progressing, and you see how long those videos are. Those are usually unfiltered and stuff like that. The only thing I do is maybe add some effects to make it look nice, transitions and stuff like that. I'll add those effects to make the video look nice. and I'll mute the video while I listen to music or listen to a podcast. But other than that, you see the whole workout, hour, hour and 30 minutes. You see the whole thing just nonstop. You just see the whole thing nonstop. So I'm not lying when I say I work out. You see, I work out. Even if that is the only workout I do that week, you still see that I work out. And you also see the results from my fitness tracker. I usually will try to post it with the video. Sometimes I do forget to add the data, but you'll see it'll say on there, oh look, he burned like 800 calories. Oh look, he burned like 1,000 calories. And if I did that for the upper body and then I did that for the lower body, that's like basically me pretty much. I pretty much have did the 4 workouts that I planned on doing that week. Because each workout I only plan on burning like about 400 calories. So if I go overboard and I end up burning like 1,000 calories in one session, then that's right there is going to be that's the key for you to understand that I probably am not going to do another workout for that body area for that week, because I essentially burnt myself out. So see, look, it still works out though. It still works out. If I plan on only doing 4 exercises and each exercise I burn only 400 calories, but let's say it's Saturday and Sunday and I go ahead and just do 2 workouts for that week, and each time I end up burning 1,000 calories. But guess what? I did all 4 exercises that I was going to do that week. I just did it all in 2 days. Oh no, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Oh look, maybe I was working out and I kept it short, I kept it sweet, and I only burned like 300 calories. But then the following week I end up burning like 500 calories each session. Oh look, it wasn't perfect, but it is what it is. I got it in. Oh no, I injured myself. Oh no, I got hit, and so I can't really walk or something like that. So now all my exercises are kind of like stuff that's not strenuous for maybe the area that I got injured. Oh look, I messed up my shoulder, so I can't really do anything that my shoulder touches and stuff like that. So I might just only do lower body workouts, or I might just only do cardio. I might only go for a walk. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Oh look, the diet was supposed to be carnivore, but I end up having spaghetti. Like I made a big pot of spaghetti and I ate that. I was eating on that for like 3 days. Oh look, it's not perfect. But you know what? I still kept my calories only at 2,000, and I did that for the whole week. So I still kept the diet. I just didn't eat what I was supposed to eat. You see how if you keep on hyper focusing on that perfection, it can stress you out. It could make you feel maybe anxiety, anger, and stuff, especially anger towards yourself when you mess up. So it's like, why even set yourself up for anxiety and self-hatred? Okay? Why set yourself up for that? I think the best thing you can do if you are trying to lose weight, especially, is create a caloric limit, right? Like, for example, for me, I'm working with 2,200 calories. Maybe over time I'll reduce that as I lose more weight. But for now, it's 2,200 calories. And guess what? It has been perfectly sustainable. Perfectly sustainable. Okay? I have not went and got fast food. The only thing that I actually consumed this week, I think was like, I think I ate like 3 donuts or something like that. I had like 3 donuts. I had 3 donuts, and guess what? There was a few days where I forgot to eat breakfast. So at the end of the day, the calories pretty much balanced itself out, and I pretty much was still around 2,200 calories for pretty much the whole week. I did some really good exercises on the weekend, and I pretty much burnt out the amount of calories that I needed for the week. It wasn't perfect, but I got the job done, and I don't feel hatred towards myself or anything. As long as I stick to my 2,200 calories, everything's good. I could either get that. Somebody took a poop. Somebody took a poop. I need to clean that up. As long as I do that 2,200 calories, it doesn't matter whether it's a vegan diet, a carnivore diet, just a regular balanced food pyramid diet. It doesn't matter. 2,200 calories. That's it. 2,200 calories. I need to burn 400 calories lifting weight. So if I'm burning 400 calories lifting weight, then I only need to burn 1,600 calories. I can theoretically just go crazy with cardio and lifting weights for 2 days out of the week, and I could get that out the way like right then and there. You see how much freedom you have when you don't put yourself in such a small box. You can put yourself in a box. You can have rules and limits and stuff like that, but you can make a bigger box. You can put yourself in a bigger box, a more comfortable box, a box with less stress, a box with less anxiety, a box with less self-hatred. Do a calculation. How much calories do you need to consume? How many calories do you need to burn in 1 week to lose X amount of weight per week? Once you figure that out, it's not hard to do. Let that be your limit. Don't think about the diet. Don't think about the type of diet that you're going to do. Just focus on hitting the amount of calories that you want. That's all you need to do. What's up, little guy? What's up? What's up? Why you going crazy? Huh? Sorry. You okay? You need a wet wipe. So, figure out what you need and let that be your limitation. And then all the other stuff is aesthetics. If you need to burn 2,000 calories per week in order to hit your weight loss goals, does it really matter that you burn those calories through cardio? Can you burn those calories through lifting weight? Can you burn those calories doing activities like swimming, maybe playing basketball with your friends? There's all type of stuff that you can do. You don't necessarily have to put yourself in a box. I could only burn calories by going to the gym. I can only burn calories by doing cardio. You don't have to put yourself in a box like that. And plus, if you do it my way, it gives you a whole lot more freedom. You could explore other fitness influencers programs. You know what I'm saying? Coach Greg Doucet, he has like free programs. You can try his programs. You can modify his programs to fit you. If you want to try like a keto diet, you can try a keto diet. You might not be doing the diet perfectly. But let's say, you you really like ice cream and you don't want to have a healthier alternative to ice cream, well, let me ask you, do you need to have a big old bowl of ice cream, or could you have, I don't know, like a serving of ice cream the size of your fist? See, you could still, try keto. You can still try keto, and you can still eat your ice cream too. It doesn't have to be perfect. You might not get all of the health benefits that come from doing a purely keto diet because you're eating that ice cream, and that ice cream has sugar, it has carbs in it. Okay, but it's still an option. Maybe over time you eventually just give up eating that ice cream. That's a possibility. You could do that over time. Oh look, you always dreamt of doing a keto diet and lifting weights, and in the beginning basically were slowly adding keto recipes into your diet while still eating an ice cream that was only the serving size of about your fist. And over the course of like 6 months, eventually you stopped eating ice cream altogether and you just went full keto. And instead of repeating the same story over and over again, where you create all these different exercise plans and diets, and Monday never comes, or the New Year's never starts, or you never get past the first 2 weeks of the New Year's resolution. You were legitimately making progress for over 6 months. You just did it at a slower pace. So you slow and steady can win that race, especially if you're trying to lose weight, especially if you're trying to do something. Are you trying to make a jump? Oh my God, don't do that. Don't do it. I think he's trying to make a jump. I'm going to see what he does. He's scaring me a little bit right now. Got to give him a... Okay, he did jump off the chair, but I think he looked like he was going to try to jump from that chair onto this table. I didn't even know that he could jump up to that chair. So, yeah, that's scary. But yeah, anything you're trying to do, anything you're trying to do, slow and steady will win that race. Slow and steady will win that race. It will be less of an impact on you. Okay. You're going to be less crazy because you're not trying to kill yourself, trying to lose 10 pounds every week. Okay. It's sustainable. It is very sustainable. Okay. And that's the key part of this. Everything that I'm telling you is sustainable because all I'm telling you to do is create a caloric deficit. I'm not telling you what to eat. You can eat whatever you want. Just create a caloric deficit. How much of a caloric deficit that you want depends on how much exercises that you plan on doing. How much weight do you want to lose each week? Am I telling you to lose 2 pounds a week? No. Am I telling you to lose 1 pound a week? No. Am I telling you to lose 10 pounds a week? No. You create a plan for you. It's whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I do. Okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm not any medical people, scientist, or anything like that. I'm just the average Joe who's been trying to lose weight for a long time. Who's kitty cat? What do you want? What do you want? I don't know what you want. He's really starting today. You're just becoming a little hellraiser. Anyway, I'm just a regular dude, okay, with a cat. I'm not a genius or anything like that. I'm just showing you guys that it's possible, and I am just ranting in front of a camera. I'm just ranting in front of a camera. Ain't that right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Anyway, This little guy is basically trying to stop this video, and he has succeeded. He's making sure the video stays shorter than what I normally put out. So I guess you guys could say kudos to him. But anyway, just to like summarize this video, stay on the path. The path is not perfect. It will never be perfect. Okay? Stop trying to be a perfectionist. If you keep trying to be a perfectionist with your weight loss program, your health program, your fitness program, or whatever other life goals you're trying to attain, it will just end in disaster. Okay? It'll just end in disaster. Because what's going to happen is you're going to keep giving yourself that last meal. Okay? You're going to look at what you're trying to accomplish, like you're going to look at your fitness program like you're an inmate on death row, and you're going to perpetually have your last meal. You're not going to do anything. You're going to be in a perpetual loop. So if you want to break this cycle, you gotta. I suggest that you try doing it like me, and just start. Just start. He climbed up my leg. He climbed up my leg. He climbed. Ow, owie! You climbed up my leg. He climbed. My. Okay, guys. So we're going to end the video right here, and remember, stay on the path. Okay, and he's on his path too.